This flying platform was showcased at a military parade in France. It was invented by Francis Zapata, a French inventor, businessman and athlete. The platform allows the pilot to accelerate up to 200 km per hour and spend about half an hour in the air. Zapata even took a shot at crossing the English Channel on his invention, and on his second try covered 35.4 kilometers in 22 minutes. Meanwhile, the British team at Gravity Industries is making something even more powerful. For about $482,000 plus taxes, they will make you a jet suit. Packing over 1,000 horsepower in its jet engine, this suit lets you defy gravity. Gravity Industries has already pulled off over 100 flights across 30 countries and has big plans to become a top-notch global company. Do you want to experience weightlessness without going into space? Then a flight on the Il-76 MDK will be perfect for you. Thanks to a unique flight path, you'll feel weightless periodically in this aircraft. Simply put, the plane follows a parabolic route, and weightlessness kicks in as you pass over the top. It lasts about 30 seconds and occurs 10 to 15 times during a flight. The coolest thing is that there's enough space in the aircraft even for a concert or a party. The only thing you need is money. A ticket for this unusual flight costs about $5,400, but this price covers training, a health checkup, and a certificate. What London landmarks do you know? Big Ben, Buckingham Palace, 221B Baker Street? I doubt the Aerodeum Paraton is on that list, despite it being the largest open-air wind tunnel in the world. By the way, it was built for the filming of Mission Impossible Fallout. In addition to making spectacular stunts, Aerodeum Paraton allows you to train group skydiving. The 6.5 by 3.5 meter space is big enough for 8 people at once. The makers suggest starting with short flights of 2 to 3 minutes, and of course, for safety reasons, there's always an instructor nearby beginners. Experience the thrill of a lifetime on Mount Jebel Jace, the UAE's highest peak, home to the world's longest zipline, Jace Flight. Channel your inner Superman as you soar at speeds of up to 150 km per hour. At this speed, the 2.8 kilometer route takes just 3 minutes. And the zipline reaches an altitude of 1,680 meters. This adrenaline-pumping ride opened in 2018, and over 70,000 people have already taken the plunge. If neither a tower, nor an airplane, nor even a jet suit impresses you anymore, it's time for an adventure beyond Earth. The first space tourist flew to the ISS back in 2001, and today there are many companies offering space flights. Want to get closer to the moon? Call Space Adventures. Need a cheaper price? Blue Origin has promised to sell suborbital flights for $200,000 to $300,000 per person. And SpaceX has a super ambitious idea. The company wants to replace passenger airplanes with space shuttles and reduce the flight time between cities to minutes instead of hours. During World War II, British specialists created a motorized diving canoe. It was essentially a mini submarine for 1 or 2 people, and the name Sleeping Beauty will surely surprise many people. It was this development that inspired the Dutch startup Ortega Submersibles, who put a modern spin on the idea. The Dutch version allows you to quickly dive to a depth of up to 95 meters. On the surface, the vehicle reaches about 16 km per hour, while underwater it peaks at 19 km per hour. The mini submarines are powered by electricity, and the power reserve of the 3-seater model is 148 km. The vehicle caters to the interests of archaeologists, oceanologists, and diving enthusiasts alike. Welcome to the Phoenix Fly Factory. This is where wingsuits are designed and made. Many of you may remember them from action movies or video games, but there are also impressive wingsuit competitions and acrobatic shows all over the world. Phoenix Fly wingsuits are handmade and meet the same quality standards as parachutes, explaining their price of $2,170 a piece. Before learning to fly in a wingsuit, Phoenix Fly specialists recommend to make at least 200 parachute jumps. A notable achievement that might inspire you is Kyle Lopry's world record in 2016. He soared an impressive 32 kilometers in a wingsuit. Meet the FIB, short for the Flying Inflatable Boat, as dubbed by its makers. Initially, it was made by the Italian company Polaris Motor, but in 2014 it closed down, and the FIB is now made in Spain by the company New Polaris 2020 SL. The FIB Classic is powered by a 64 horsepower Rotax engine and accelerates to up to 80 km per hour in the air. With a 45-litre fuel tank, it ensures a steady supply for your journey. Equipped with electric landing gear, the FIB guarantees confident takeoffs and landings. However, you need to take a special course of 5 to 10 hours to fly the FIB, covering aerodynamics, navigation, and even meteorology. We have arrived in the Australian city of Darwin to visit the Crocosaurus Cove. Here, you can experience an adrenaline rush by lowering yourself into an unusual aquarium known as the Cage of Death. Spending 15 minutes in the cage is an unforgettable experience for many. How can you stay calm when crocodiles up to 5 meters long are swimming around? These giants are capable of biting with a force of 3 tons and are pretty nimble when it comes to grabbing food. The tickets for 2 people cost $187. The GGBY Festival is held in the United States every year. It offers lots of entertaining, but one of the main attractions is walking and doing stunts over canyons 122 meters high. The festival features base jumping, parkour, and swings, but there are also workshops, DJ sets, and concerts to keep you entertained all the time. Imagine you are the New Zealand charity Live More Awesome that helps people with depression. How do you make yourself as widely known as possible? With leaflets, emails, or TV ads? No way! Enter the Anti-Depression Festival, featuring the world's longest water slide at 650 meters. With a height difference of 92 meters, you can accelerate over 50 kilometers per hour. Volunteers helped build the slide, and the best reward for them must have been the smiles of the people zooming down. John Force Racing isn't just a team, it's a whole sporting dynasty. With 22 National Hot Rod Association championships and numerous victories across professional events, it is a powerhouse. Besides, it's just cool when a father-daughter duo wins a race. John Force Racing pilots drive real monsters. We're talking dragsters with engines packing over 11,000 horsepower, which is the usual thing for them. Sometimes it's more than driving. They're practically flying at around 531 kilometers per hour. By the way, a dragster uses about 23 liters of fuel on a typical quarter-mile drag run. A trip to the Swedish city of Gothamberg will add adrenaline to your life. Among other things, it's famous for being home to one of the 3 highest drop towers in Europe. The idea is simple. Thrill seekers are first lifted to a height of 100 meters and then dropped down. The motion generates overloads of up to 4G, and the drop speed is about 109 kilometers per hour. Interestingly, the tower was originally an observation one, and even now it offers a pretty good view. Just hope the fear of the drop doesn't make you forget the beautiful scenery. Whatever track you choose, the H2O Go will have your sides hurting from so much laughter, assure the creators of this ride. It's not just a ride in a massive balloon, it's also a test of your balance on one of 4 tracks. For example, the Sidewinder track, which is considered the longest in the world. Would you be up for hopping into a water-filled balloon with friends and covering a distance of 350 meters? Organisers mention that even 5-year-old kids are welcome on this ride. By the way, you'll have to go to New Zealand to try it. If you happen to change your mind along the way, you can always opt for a trip to Hobbiton. Our selection ends with a product by the German company Powerslide. They adapt roller skates for off-road use. Powerslide skates are also perfect for intense urban freeride skating. The metal frame is responsible for the optimal transmission of the rider's force. For better protection, the skate shell is reinforced with fiberglass. The cuff is adjustable in flex and height. The MyFit Recall memory foam lining adapts to the shape of the foot for a perfect fit. The traditional lacing is complemented by a ratchet buckle. A pair of Next Core Black 80 skates will cost you $195.